So this is something you started after you gave
Yeah,
birth to two
after my
daughters.
30s.
Oh my god. So how do you manage, Puja? Like, this is a big task.
My days are planned. Even roughly my weeks are also planned. When if I fail, I used to regret why I am failing, why I am not able to reach that expectation. But now I'm like, if I am failed, it's okay. Let the day go. I have stopped being hard on myself.
A lot of housewives are feeling really like, I want to become a designer, but for some reasons they are not able to.
Find a profession that you are good at it and you are passionate about and just start.
What is one key takeaway which in these many years you want to give to all the listeners who are beginners right now?
So whenever we are climbing a stair, when we see the end where we want to reach, it will always find difficult.
Hi guys, I am Aneri, a fashion brand consultant. You might have seen some reels on Instagram which I talk about with a lot of guests from the fashion world, asking frequently asked questions which we generally have as designers, as beginners. So it's amazing to have insights from such beautiful guests on my show. Today I'm sitting here with Puja Shah. This is my 4th episode and she creates beautiful Kala cotton quad sets, dresses. That is technically her USP, and now she has also started beautiful ethnic wear range which has great response. And this is why I have come here, because I know she is a mother of 2 daughters and she is handling her label beautifully, and I really want to know how does she manage these 2 things. It's like a huge job. And so tell us, Puja, how what was your story, how did you start your brand, and how did it came through, and what is the response right now?
So first of all, thank you for having me here. And I was looking for such a beautiful opportunity because I really wanted to share this journey, because being a mother and starting a brand or any work is not very easy. So I would like to start my journey. So when I was 13 years old, 12 to 13 years old, so I was fascinated about the exhibitions and the fashion shows and everything. So it always, I was like, I want to be a fashion designer. But and I was also good at academics. So back then, academics was always more important. So fashion design was a thing for the people who were not good at academics. So back then it was such a time. So I was good at marketing and business also, and also in fashion. So I continued with my academics, and then I was married and I had 2 beautiful daughters. So till then I did not get any chance to work. I did my fashion designing also along with my graduation.
Right.
And after my second daughter was born, so I had severe cervical spondylitis and sciatica, and it was so severe that I was not able to. I had to wear 2 belts, one on my neck and one on my waist.
Oh my God.
But it was taking a mental toll on my mental health. And then I thought of starting my passion. So I did not have any dreams or nothing vision in mind, but I just thought, let's start it.
Yeah.
So I started with scratch, and when my daughter was only 2-year-old, and for 5 years straight, I was just doing 5 to 6 exhibitions a year.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that, not in studio. I thought, let's just do something. And so slowly and gradually my health became improving because I was working on my passion. So right now I'm doing marketing also, business also, and business of fashion that I always loved.
Yeah, awesome. So this is something you started after you gave birth to 2 daughters.
After my 30s.
Oh my God. So this how old is Puja Shah's brand?
So it is 8-year-old, but since 3 to 4 years only we have a studio.
Right.
Before that I used to do only 4, 5, 6 exhibitions a year because my daughters were small and I needed time for that.
Right, beautiful. So how do you manage, Puja? Like, this is a big task, you know.
So truly managing and balancing is always difficult for all the mothers, and kudos to all the mothers who are doing it. Fabulous job. So I would like to share one of my incident before 1.5 year. So before 1.5 years, so what happened was my office was working 10 to 7 and my studio is at my bungalow only. So my work was going good, my brand was good, doing well, it was doing amazing, people were loving it, but I was not happy. It was taking a toll on my mental health, my physical health. My physical health was deteriorating, my mental health was deteriorating, and I would share that because it is a part of majority of the people too. Then I started reflecting. So what's happening? Why I'm not able to manage this? Why I'm not able to balance that? Then I reduced my time to 10 to 4, my office hours.
Okay.
So I got time to think about what was going wrong, and then again I was not able to handle that too. So it was so severe. My physical and mental health was truly mess. Then I reduced my 10 to 1, the office hours from 10 to 1, only 3 hours.
Okay.
And it was there was a time I thought I would stop. I would stop working because I thought my brand would not work anymore.
Oh my God.
But contrary to that, there was the taking, breaking the time into smaller times, working hours, that did amazing jobs. The strategies that I used during that time, 10 to 1 was my operational hours, my administration hours. And then evening hours, I shifted all my employees to online jobs. So everything online. So my marketing team was working online, my content team was working online, my assistant designers were working online, and not only from Ahmedabad, they were working from different parts of India. So right now they are working from Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and this way strategizing it. So I was able to give more time to my family, my daughters. I was able to give time for my health also, for myself also, and I was getting time to reflect on what was going wrong, what was going right, to make better strategies, to make better designs. So this was doing amazing, and now I'm very sure that this model only I'm going to work for the rest of my life.
Superb. But I just have a question that your assistant designers are working online,
Yeah.
but your karigars are over here. So
Yeah,
how do
yes.
you manage that they are, working remotely and
So we have a workshop for karigars differently and for my master tailors. So it is very nearby from my place. So the karigars are instructed only if it is urgent. They disturb me in the evening, my staff. Otherwise, everything else is done in 10 to 1. So now they are very clear. So once or twice they will disturb us in the evening also, or maybe they will ask us many questions. But once they are very strict that you have to take the work between 10 to 1 only. So now everything. So discipline is very important. You have to be strict, firm, and the assistant designers work from the outside, but morning I have a designer here also, assistant designer, who the designs that are made there, they get it executed here.
correct. So the assistant designers are making everything
Yeah,
on
yes.
paper and software and
Yes,
everything.
they will make everything. I'll give them feedback online. Everything is done.
Yeah.
The execution part is done here.
Right. And you have a girl here to manage all that.
Yeah.
Well, excellent.
And there are always freelancers. So whenever I think I need a specific job to be done for a particular period of time, there are multiple freelancers available.
Correct. And where did you find such designers? LinkedIn or something?
No, they approach me. So
Right.
there's never, they approach me. And sometimes what happens is when a designer stop working with me for some particular reason, so we have such a good relationship with them, they only suggest their friends or something. So I never had a
problem of hiring.
Yeah.
Correct. Awesome. So we were talking about how you're managing such less hours and you're managing the house and everything. So how did you figure that way out? Like everyone is working from home, and how have you have SOPs of exactly what every employee has to do?
Yeah, so the main thing is the quality over quantity of time. I started hiring good people. So people with good knowledge in the specific field. If I'm looking for a content creator, so hiring the right person for the right job, that was very important. So this way the time, the other people who the training time was reduced because they were already trained, more trained staff, and the day was always planned. My days are planned. Even roughly my weeks are also planned. So maybe there is always, I don't try to be very hard on myself. So sometimes there is here and there, that is okay. But my weeks are always planned, my days are planned, my tasks are also planned. So today I know in this particular 10 to 1 what job has to be done. My other employees know what things they need to be
submitted. So you have to-do list ready for every day.
They know every day. So for my online staff, weekly task is ready. So not daily also, because some days if I'm not well, I just don't want to work in the evening. So they don't disturb me also, because their weekly task is already given. So it's not that evening also, if daily I have to work, because everything is so planned. And even if I fail sometimes, so earlier there was a time before 2 years when if I fail, I used to regret. why I am failing, why I am not able to reach that expectations. But now I'm like, if I am fail, it's okay. Let the day go.
Okay.
Let the day go. I am not be. I have stopped being hard on myself that I used to.
And
do
I think
before.
that comes after time, after you have that experience.
I always believe that everything comes after experiencing. So it's not like if I'll give you a just list of to do things and you can just reach to a point. There is nothing like that.
Yeah, I know.
You have to go through it. You have to give time for reflections. Then only you are able to reach that point.
Beautiful, superb. And I also wanted to ask you that you have beautiful fabrics and amazing textiles from India, and you mix other textiles like zardosi or some kind of embroidery, and you create your own touch and your collection. So how do you source the fabrics and how do you go about it?
So sourcing of fabric is very important for me. So since I was very young, I'm like kind of fan of textiles. I cannot use very low quality of fabrics. I cannot. I cannot touch that fabric only. So it's like every year I make sure I go to 1 or 2 places in India to just visit the textiles, to feel the textiles, to wear the textiles and get the best out of them. So right now we are working with Kala cotton. There were many difficulties with working with Kala cotton because it's a very delicate fabric. It's hand woven. And also to make people understand. So if Kala cotton has its benefits, it also has the pros and cons of it.
Yeah.
So understanding the veins of the fabric was very important. So and that needs time. You cannot understand in a month or so.
Yeah.
So you have to work on it. You have to make mistakes and then only you learn. And now we have started with Banarasi fabric also. So we are making saris out of Banarasi fabric, and now this year I am experimenting with that fabric too.
And the kurtas, the festive range you have, what fabrics do you like for that range?
So usually I like chanderis, tissues.
Right.
Silks are always great. So it also depends on the client budget.
Right.
But we have a specific collection. We work on collections only.
Correct.
For a particular range. For a daily kurta sets, we work on particular collections. Yeah, customization can be done in terms of sizes and all.
Yeah.
Because many people have sizes. So the upper body is different size and the lower body is different size. So I cannot give them the standard size. So customization in sizes can be done. Also in colors can be done. So if the client wants a particular color, we'll need a little time for customization. But yeah, that can be done.
Correct. So you do not take any other pictures from any clients that we will make this or that. You just concentrate on your aesthetics, and you take orders from your designs only.
Yes.
So that's a very big learning.
But sometimes if a client comes for for a Sangeet lehenga or for a gown, definitely we take reference pictures for them because to understand what the client has in mind. But we don't make any designs, copy designs from them. Their preferences, if they want off-shoulder kind of gown or if they want transparent kind of sleeves. So what the customer has in mind, for that we do see the references, what they are looking for. But yeah, we make we give them our version of it.
Your aesthetic and your embroidery.
Because we understand the designer has worked hard for the design, so we don't copy them.
Yeah, beautiful. So my next question for you is that how do you market your brand? Like how does a person come to know about Puja Shah?
So majority of it is like mouth publicity and also social media. So Instagram is a bigger platform, and for us Instagram works wonders. So we have a very good Instagram audience and a very engaging audience on Instagram.
Super.
Also we market we send to multiple multi-designer stores across India. In fact, we have clients from all over India. So we are like happy and we are grateful for the clients. So whenever they come to Ahmedabad, they make sure to visit us. So that's
awesome.
We are really grateful for them.
So can you name the multi-designer stores you're giving right now?
So we are giving to Story of India, Baroda, Tito Dhora, Mumbai. Then Hyderabad we are giving to Ilahi Urban. Also we are giving to Paperboat, Goa.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so I think Goa might be for Kala cottons.
Yes, Goa is for Kala cotton.
Superb. Okay, right. So you can also try maybe North India or something next.
Yes, but we do actually rather than trying multiple stores and giving them lesser pieces, because we were giving to 10 to 12 stores before a year, but right now we are focusing on giving to less store and more pieces. So we are just we are changing the strategy a little bit.
Correct. Perfect. Okay. So that's how people come to know about your brand as well.
Yes.
But what about digital marketing? Like if we talk about, performance marketing, what exactly do for your...
So we do performance marketing. We run Facebook ads. We also run Instagram and Facebook ads. That works wonders. It takes time definitely, because for this price range, this segment, it takes time, but it definitely give results.
Any other marketing hacks you want to give to the beginners watching
So
this
creating good quality product.
I know.
And taking a customer feedback seriously. So whenever a customer come back to us, we take feedback of the last product they bought from us. So that is very, very important. Also, we constantly work on making our product more exclusive. Research is always going on for making a more better product.
Right. Right. And I have also seen that you work on classics. So is that a strategy or your personal taste?
Yeah, it's my personal taste.
That's why.
Yeah.
And tell me something, that how do you motivate yourself as a wife, as a daughter-in-law, as a mother, and as an entrepreneur, and a designer, and you're handling a team?
So motivation, I would really tell you, because first accepting that every days would not be good. Every days you won't be motivated, every days you won't be inspired. So when you are not motivated, when I'm not motivated or not inspired, when it is a dull day, I let the day go. I do the operational only administrations work do, and I don't feel guilty about it. And when the days are good and motivated, I just crack most of the work on those days. So accepting the fact and not being guilty about it works for me. So I don't know about others, it works for me.
But you also said that you plan your weeks and your days. So how do you plan it? Like, for example, if you have a shoot for your clothes on the new line, you have some clients coming in. So how do you manage the timing and the plan of the day?
So the days are always planned, but if something unusual happens, I always have not one or two, 3 backup ideas I always keep for the spare. But usually,
so the clients come in the morning?
No. So for clients, they can come on any time. So from 10 to 6, they are always welcome.
Right.
Because for them, I cannot tell them to come only 10 to 1.
Right.
So for their appointments, 10 to 6, we are open.
Okay.
Also, we are open on Saturdays, Sundays, because we have clients coming from outside Ahmedabad too. Many
Correct.
clients. Also, we have doctors who are only available on Saturdays and Sundays. So for clients, we are always open.
Right.
But on appointment basis only.
Correct.
So I can plan my days.
Correct. And the online part, which you handle the admin part and everything, that you do 10 to 1. So
no, it's not online platform on Instagram you're saying.
So managing the team which works online.
So online we have team working full day, na? So I don't have to be with them always. They are always working. But I'm not monitoring them their time, how many hours they are working. I'm just seeing what work they are delivering. So if they are delivering the same quality of work in 2 hours, or if a person is working 8 hours, so I am happy to pay for the 2 hours, because they are saving my time. So we are just seeing quality over the quantity of time.
Correct. Okay. Correct. And what if I ask you that can you give us some kind of an advice, which I would say a lot of housewives are feeling really like, I want to do something, I want to become a designer, but for some reasons they are not able to. Can you give us that advice that we can communicate to them from you?
So from my point of view, I would just say, first find out what you are good at.
Yeah.
What is your passion? Yeah. So only having a passion, and if you're not good at it, will not work. If you're good at it and not having a passion, you will not fight for it. So find a profession that you are good at it and you are passionate about, and just start. You will be able to improvise over the years. So don't, because I can give you a 10 lister ideas that you can do this or that, but it won't work for you. Start with that, and you will get ample of time to improvise. I have worked that way. Just improvise.
Right?
Till now I am improvising every day.
Same here. We all do that.
We do that. We learn every day. We grow.
Yeah, even my assistants teach me something every day.
Yes, definitely. Sometimes our house staff also teaches us how to manage things.
Correct.
I ask them, so how can I manage this? I'm not, because everything we are not good at.
Yeah.
So taking help, taking advice is not a bad idea.
Yeah, superb. And being a creative person, we are very emotional.
Yeah.
So
you will not, when I'm on my design days, I'm like, I just zone out. I tell my office staff that from the 5 days of work, don't come 3 days, because I don't want anyone around. So on my design days, I don't call anyone around me for a month or so.
So you want that peace too.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, correct. So my last question to you is that what is one key takeaway which in these many years of your career and brand owner you want to give to all the listeners who are beginners right now? They have started their brand or they want to start their brand. That how did you manage creating this label and this beautiful journey of Instagram, as well as you said it's beautiful engagement also. So how did you manage everything, and also one advice from you?
So for me, I would always suggest consistency is the key. Hard work and consistent. So I always thought whenever I was demotivated, I always thought taking a step was never a difficult. So whenever we are climbing a stair, when we see the end where we want to reach, it will always find difficult. But taking small steps, I would always think at least one step I can take today. The other thing I'll decide later. So that worked for me. Also, perfection is an illusion. I truly believe that, because I was like always I need everything to be perfect, and I always wanted to improvise on my product, and I was never satisfied. I used to improvise, but somewhere you have to stop. And because people don't know the backstory of it, how many hours you have given or what work you have done. But somewhere you have to stop. Now I'm like, if it is good to go, it is perfect.
Right. Can you give us an example for this? Because what exactly are you mentioning? Is it an outfit which you felt?
Yeah. I'm just right now I'm talking about the outfit, or it can be about the content strategy. It can be about anything maybe.
Yeah.
So whenever we used to sit for a design thing, I was always like, it can be more better. So we can add more to it, or we can minimize the product, or we can do something better. And I would never stop the product. So deadlines were always important. So somewhere you have to stop, and somewhere you have to say this is good and this is good to go, and now you have to go to the second step. You can never remain to the same step and take time needed more than that.
Imperfect is perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
So perfection, so everyone's perfect is different.
Yeah, correct. Awesome. So we now have our rapid fire round. That is like a very quick round, and I will be asking you questions. You might answer it in one word or a sentence, whatever. Okay. It'll be fun. It'll be quick.
Yeah, I'm very excited about
it. Surprising questions also. So let's start.
So I can take time, right? So
no, you cannot take time.
Okay.
Can mom guilt overpower your ambition, and you feeling that guilt is overpowering? Do you feel that?
Yeah, for most of the moms it is, and you have to take so you have to just give time, think about it, and find ways to overcome it. You have to train yourself.
Oh my god,
you have to train. It's like overwhelming.
I know.
Mom guilt is real.
I know. What is that thing about Indian textiles that you selected this niche for yourself?
Since I was small, I always liked textured fabrics. So I'm working with all the textured fabric. You say kala cotton, or maybe the woven fabric, especially.
Hand woven.
Yeah. I love hand woven fabric.
So you want to stick to that?
Yes,
correct,
definitely.
Correct.
So be it cotton or be it silks, everything hand woven.
Correct. And cotton for maybe the summer season, and silks for the wedding and festival. Correct. Your vision for Puja Shah as the brand 5 years down the line?
So we want to go global, and also we want to be remembered as a brand who people can trust without any doubts, and so it should be a trustworthy brand.
Super. Okay. Something you learned about this industry the hard way?
Okay, so discipline is very important. I was always disciplined, but I was very lenient to my employees. So leniency is okay, but now when I hire people, I see the attitude rather than the skills. Attitude is very important.
I know.
And then I find that strength. Once I find the right people with the right attitude, and then I find that strength, that what they can do for the brand. So whenever I hire people, I make sure that can you come on time, then only you apply for the job. Otherwise, I don't want to see your portfolio, nothing else. Just if you can come on time, then only we can talk further.
And also the willingness to do, and also that team spirit that we want you to grow.
So attitude is more important.
I have people working for me who want me to grow so that they can grow. That's beautiful.
So that is more
and
important.
That's what attitude means.
So So first 3 months I see only the attitude. I don't see the work.
Yeah. Social functions you would rather go to, or you'll stay in the festival season and you would attend a client?
So social functions means with the core family or with the extended family?
Anything.
So if it is a core family and if it is important, I would definitely go to social function too. But yeah, attending clients during the season is also, it's very important for me. So I would rather try to balance wherever it
But
is
this
possible.
is a diplomatic answer. Choose one.
So I would tell social functions to be at the night so I can do both at the same time.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have finished the rapid fire round. Thank you so much, Puja. This
Thank
was
you so much
beautiful.
too. I enjoyed this
I
podcast.
know,
Yeah.
this was fun.
Yes.
And guys, we are going to cover a lot of amazing, talented people in the fashion industry, working with this particular, industry, and as something related to fashion more and more as months pass by. So I would suggest you should subscribe to my channel, and we will surely give you good insights from all such people. So like, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you so much.